Hey guys, in this video, we're gonna talk about the perfect 24 hours in a Denver neighborhood. Look, Denver hits different. The sun shows up 300 days a year like it's on payroll. Wash Park at sunrise smells like espresso and fresh cut grass. By sunset, low-high patios are shoulder to shoulder and nobody's checking the time. That's the reason U-Hauls keep crossing state lines, guys. It's not a LinkedIn move. It's not just a ski pass. The fine print of Denver looks like this. Denver isn't one lifestyle, it's layers. You have Sloan's Lake mornings, DTC commutes, Central Park porch lights, breweries where dogs outnumber people, and somebody's always training for something. Somewhere between 7 a.m. by the water and 4:45 on I-25, there's a version of this city that either fuels you or drains you. So we're not doing a highlight reel, we're running a 24-hour pressure test. So give me a minute, and by the end, you'll know if Denver is just exciting or actually built for you. A few years ago, I get a call from a buyer. They bought a townhome near Sloan's Lake. Killer place. Guys, I'm talking Denver skyline views, coffee shops you can smell before you even open the door, and in theory, bulletproof. Not a year later, they called me, not just because the house was wrong, but the rhythm was. Saturday by the water, sun flashing off the lake, dogs everywhere, energy is buzzing. But then you wake up and on a Tuesday, 8 a.m. just hits differently. They're stuck in traffic on I-25, brake lights, podcasts, that quiet, do we think this through feeling? And that's where the light flipped on. In Denver, guys, you're not choosing square footage, you're choosing cadence. And if you're still guessing on your pace, let's start with the morning. Guys, here's the mistake that costs people the most when they move to Denver. They choose the neighborhood before they choose the commute. And in this city, that's backwards. Denver didn't slow down, it just got selective. And guys, where you work, which direction you drive into, shapes your entire week. 8 miles west is not the same as 8 miles south. You can love your house and still feel like life is out of rhythm. So here's the simple rule. I want you guys to pick your job hub first. We gotta test that commute at a time you'd actually be driving it, and then we can choose your neighborhood, not the other way around. And guys, I mean it. Like, actually open Google Maps at 8 a.m. on a Tuesday and run the drive. That 5-minute check will tell you more than any listing description will ever tell you. This is what we walk people through every single week. Look, if you're relocating or even just moving across the metro, text me your work location and the kind of lifestyle you want. We'll narrow it down from there, because picking the wrong direction isn't the most expensive. The next one catches even more people off guard. And if you're trying to figure out which kings actually fit your life, this is exactly what we do every single week. Guys, I'm Laurienti. We're the local Denver real estate team of choice, and we help people break down not just price per square foot, but lifestyle per decision. And so if you're relocating, moving across the metro, or even questioning whether your current neighborhood still fits, let's have that conversation. Call us, text us. All of our contact information is down below in the description. We got you. Now, let's talk about those morning vibes. Guys, you can fake a Saturday. You cannot fake 7:12 a.m. midweek. That's when the neighborhood tells the truth. At sunrise in Wash Park, the loop is already alive. Denver ranks in the top tier nationally for park access, and over 90% of residents live within a 10-minute walk of green space. You feel that stat in real time. You guys slide north into low-high and the tone shifts. Espresso machines are screaming out little owl coffee, patio heaters glowing even in April, and laptops open before 8 a.m. because hybrid work is real here. Guys, around 20% of Denver's professional workforce now works remotely, at least part of the week. And you can see it. Guys, look, I'm a part of that. In fact, I'm always choosing new coffee shops around town to see who's the best. So midweek isn't dead, it's just redistributed. Tuesday through Thursday, it hits hard. Monday and Friday, they breathe a little bit. And you can feel that in the traffic patterns. My Monday drive to downtown is a heck of a lot different than Tuesday. Guys, Denver's median age sits around the mid-30s, and you feel that life stage here. Structured mornings, efficient movement, space without full detachment from the metro. And here's the quotable truth. The house is what you sleep in, the morning is what you live in. Because Denver mornings aren't loud, they're intentional. This is still a metro where 70% of people drive to work. Average commute hovering around 35 minutes. But depending on where you wake up, that drive feels completely different. So the real question for you guys is, when your alarm goes off, what do you want the world to feel like? Drop your Denver morning vibe in the comments. Urban buzz or suburban calm? Because once you lock in your mornings, you'll start seeing your afternoon and nights differently as well. So let's shift you over to the afternoon energy. Here's what no one tells you about Denver afternoons. Denver afternoons don't coast. they accelerate. By 3:30 p.m., you can tell who's living the lifestyle and who just likes the mountain backdrop. The sun stays high more than 300 days a year. That changes behavior. People don't disappear indoors, they move. The Cherry Creek Trail feels like a commuter lane. E-bikes cutting through Rhino, pickleball courts in Central Park fill Denver before dinner. Afternoons are dead space, they're elastic. Meetings wrap up at 3, gym by 3:30, patio and local breweries by 4:30. That flexibility multiplies lifestyle. Inventory rebounded after 2022, growth stabilized, but high energy pockets still move because people are buying lifestyle. Now, let me ask you something. When 4 p.m. hits, are you headed for a trail, a patio, or a practice field? For us, we're headed for a practice field. We've got 3 kids, they're young, and after school, the busy doesn't stop. So curious, drop your afternoon identity below. I want to see where you land because energy density shapes your neighborhoods. Guys, some blocks go mountain ready by 4 p.m. I-70 already filling up. Other corners feel startup heavy. Founders pacing through Union Station or walking meetings. In the suburbs, you're trading drinks and gym for soccer. And just when you think it peaks, the sun drops, temperature shifts. Denver doesn't slow down, it changes gears. Now we're gonna give you a little day versus night contrast. Guys, at 2 p.m., Denver is scattered. At 8 p.m., it compresses. Midday, you got suits and DTC towers off I-25, scrubs moving through Anschutz in Aurora, tech crews drifting between Boulder and US 36. Guys, Boulder is kind of coined the Silicon Valley of Colorado. The metro runs wide, about 35-minute average commute, nearly 75% driver solo. It's spread out by design. But when the sun drops behind the Front Range, and that tightens up. Walk through Union Station around 7:42 p.m. Tables are shoulder to shoulder. A line wraps out Tavernetta, Rhino hums. You can smell garlic and smoke from a wood fire oven before you see it. Meanwhile, guys, Red Rock's traffic pushes west. Uber's double parked downtown like it's choreography. That's the shift. Car city by day, foot traffic magnet by night. 3 million people in the metro, guys. And yet you see the same couple at Avanti twice in 1 week. That repetition builds familiarity fast. It's why walkable pockets carry such a premium. And guys, Denver doesn't stay loud all day. It chooses its moment. Day builds your income, nights build your circle. And once you feel that compression, once you figure out which pockets pull you in, the question changes. Not, is this fun, but can I actually build a lifestyle inside the rhythm 5 years from now? And that's where we get into the 5-year test. Guys, I'm gonna just lower the temperature for a minute. Denver pulls you in fast. Wash park mornings, low high rooftops, easy to fall for, harder to future-proof. So 5 years, guys, it's gonna be here in a blink of an eye. And corridor congestion has flattened midweek. Not disappeared. Tuesday at 8 a.m. on I-25 still stacks brake lights from University down to the tech center. Guys, again, Denver isn't just one job pool. You got downtown DTC, Anschutz Medical Center, Aurora, Boulder off US 36, and even DIA pulling traffic northeast. Growth tells a story too. Metro population didn't collapse like headlines said. It slowed and then stabilized. Housing? We're not in the 2015 to 2021 rocket cycle anymore. Appreciation, guys, virtually stopped. Inventory climbed back from 2022 lows. And guys, that's healthy. Entry-level detached homes remain structurally tight. Townhomes and mid-tier product absorb quickly. And luxury stayed surprisingly resilient. Demand didn't die, it just matured. Now, stack real life on top of it. Maybe today you love a condo near Rhino with walkability and a killer espresso downstairs. In 3 years, you might want a garage in Erie where the community neighborhood is gathering by an HOA pool. Or you just might realize that HOA dues hit different when insurance climbs near the foothills because wildfire premiums aren't theoretical anymore. Mortgage lock-in is real too. A lot of long-time owners sitting at sub 3% rates are just not moving. That constrains certain family neighborhoods more than people expect. That future version of you is the one we should be buying for. And once that's clear, we can stop talking vibe. We can start breaking down the daily math that actually makes or breaks cities. So guys, don't answer that emotionally. Answer it structurally. Because Denver doesn't punish bad choices immediately, it exposes them slowly. All right, guys, now let's give you a little midday reality check. Sun's up, coffee's worn off. This is the part nobody romanticizes on Instagram. Midday is where Denver gets honest. The cinematic fades, logistics take over, and metro commute averages around 35 minutes. Heat rising off I-25 feels different than a clean style on paper. Direction beats distance. Now, I want to give you a quick recap. None of this is dramatic. It's just the stuff that stacks quietly if you ignore it. Sloan's Lake to Golden can glide. Highlands Ranch to DTC at 8 a.m. can grind. Hybrid workers flatten traffic. It didn't erase it. About 20% of knowledge workers telework regularly. The rest still move. Inventory climbed off 2022 lows, and buyers regained leverage in a big way. But here's the thing, demand stayed structural. Mid-range homes remain tight, entry-level detached properties still face supply constraints, and geography boxes Denver in. Walkability density near Union Station or Lehigh costs more because it performs more. There's still a price tag to living in downtown Denver. Now, mixed-use proximity historically holds value during normalized cycles. That's capitalization, not height. As you push outward, the math shifts. Castle Rock, it's gonna buy you space. Thornton stretches budget. Golden, guys, offers trails, and Evergreen offers quiet. You're gonna wanna stick to the end because we've done vlog tours of these different parts in Denver for you guys to determine if this is your rhythm. But let's get back to it. Foothill insurance quotes, guys, they're climbing as wildfire underwriting tightens. You guys, then friction. You got Cherry Creek grocery runs when the lot's packed, the snow squall doubling a 22-minute drive, and July ozone pushing your Sloan's Lake run to sunrise. None of it ruins your life. Over the years, it shapes you. Growth advantage. It just redistributed. Denver doesn't punish misalignment immediately. And once that math is clear, guys, we have to get honest about what lifestyle actually fits you. So let's talk about who this is for and who it's not. Because not every city fits every wiring pattern. Think of a random Wednesday in October, 68 degrees, air dry enough to make the skyline cut sharp against the front range. Work wraps at 4:37 p.m. You got Wash Park gravel crunching underneath the running shoes, South Broadway patios turning tables before sunset. And if you head to Union Station, you're gonna see glowing gold as the train rolls in. That pool hits people differently. Inbound migration still skews from places like California, Texas, Illinois. People moving here aren't looking to slow down, they're looking to recalibrate. Now, I want you guys to check your instincts. Brake lights stacking on I-25 at 5 p.m. irritation, or proof the city's still alive? Guys, an April snow rolling sideways off the foothills, mood killer, or excuse to head to Breck, make a weekend out of it? That reaction, guys, tells you everything. Denver doesn't change you, it amplifies you. Now, here's the upside no one says out loud. If you wire the city correctly, it compounds your habits, health, network, opportunity, it stacks. And once you understand how it amplifies you, the next move isn't theoretical, it's decisive. Most metros drain you by default. Denver can actually upgrade you by default, and that's rare, guys. You felt the cycle today. Morning calm at Wash Park, afternoon push along Cherry Creek, night energy at Union Station, which, guys, it truly is a special place. The vibe is incredible, you gotta go. Or the friction at I-25. The 5-year math, the personality filter, that's the real city. Vibes fade, guys, but fit wins. You're not choosing scenery, you're choosing cadence. Guessing at that cadence gets expensive. Time doesn't fix bad math. Waiting doesn't create clarity, it just delays the right move. And this is where we come in. Because I'm Patrick Laurienti, and we're the local Denver real estate team of choice. This is what we do every day. If you're relocating, upgrading, downsizing, or rethinking your setup, call us, text us. Our information is down below. Thank you guys for sticking with it. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.